coached well with their tactics.
Now we get ready for bout number 3. And this will be Trey Pindroh
and Josiah Lewis.
Yes, instead it'll be Josiah Lewis. Or actually, on our other sheet, they have Royce Sacudo. So we'll wait and see what they announce here. They had a couple of scratches just before the matches began here tonight. But with Trey Pindroh fighting out of Wexford, Pennsylvania. Again, we didn't have information for all the boxers. Not everyone was able to get it back to us. But we do have information on him. And he does have a 1-0 record fighting out of the Ray Schaefer Boxing Association.
And these are the bantam male age group, again, 11 and 12-year-olds. We're moving up from the 60 to the 70-pound class for this match.
We'll wait to see exactly which fighter we have out of the blue corner here, but we do know that Trey Pindroh will be fighting out of the red corner. And again, on our updated sheet that we had Roy Sacudo.
Which is the club. They're fighting out of the Roy Sacudo club.
Okay, now we've got it settled. Thank you. We appreciate the help.
Yes,
so
Josiah
Lucas. And there you hear the announcement for Josiah Lucas out of the blue corner and Trey Pindroh out of the red corner. And he wrote down about his family, said they're a Christian homeschool family. They love sports, fitness, and activities. And also said that his dad was a fighter, had a pro record of 4-1-1, but he also said that if he had a chance in a dream fight with anyone, he said it would be his dad.
I think we all reach one point in time in our life where we think that. But that's great. So he's come up in a household of boxing. So we'll see if he's picked up anything from Dad here.
He also said his biggest inspiration is his dad because he gets to boss him around.
Yeah.
So now they come out, boy, some hard rights and lefts right off the bat here. Again, Lucas backing up Pindroh, really going after him with that left hand. Pindroh trying to get free now. He throws a couple of combinations and backing up Lucas.
Yeah, then Lucas is good putting his chin down. He's just walking forward, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now they're starting to settle down a little bit and bringing it back to the center of the ring. But they're very active. They're both throwing.
And again, this is what crowds love to see out of the fighters coming out, is the aggressiveness. Just a matter of can you sustain it throughout 3 rounds.
Absolutely, yes. Again, this is going to be a hard fought. Oh, and we got Josiah going down to a knee. Trey Pindroh dropped him with the right hand, gets the 8 count, and they're back at it.
Again, these will be 3 one-minute rounds, just as the last bout for this age division. And again, Pindroh, after taking some shots early on from Lucas, now starting to gain the upper hand here. Throws another tough left. Lucas trying to fight him off, but now Trey comes back in with a right hand.
And I've also seen Pindroh drop down and hit a few body shots too. That's, always impressive to see out of any fighter. That's not, you're always wanting to just target the head shots. But I see this young man, going to the body a little bit too.
And honestly, those are the blows that end up hurting the worst as the fight goes along.
There's no doubt. Yeah.
Now they're under 10 seconds to go.
Hard jab from Trey.
And it's been a very active first round from both sides. Great opening round from Lucas and Pindroh. And again, did want to send out a message as well. Trey wrote on his sheet that his Mimi is in hospice fighting for her life right now, and he wanted to dedicate this fight to her. So again, if she's out there listening and watching to us tonight, again, we hope everything is for the best for Trey's grandmother, and we hope you're enjoying our broadcast here tonight on Video Productions.
Absolutely, that's great. Trey's mind and heart is in a good place, and I was about these children's age whenever Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson,
yes.
And he had loss in his family during that time, and it made him fight quite a lot more passionately, and that's what Trey looks like he's coming out and doing tonight too.
Yeah, actually, I remember that very well. I was watching the NBA All-Star game with Michael Jordan and everyone, and they announced that Tyson had lost to Douglas, and I said, what?
I was in 2nd grade. I was watching it with my dad, who was a pro boxer as well, and I remember crying. I was a Mike Tyson fan from the get-go.
Oh, I was too. It's funny the things that stand out in your young adolescence. That definitely stood out for both of us, sounds like. Boy, there's a nice body shot there from Lucas.
Nearly had both of them go down.
Now Lucas coming out as aggressive as he did to start the first round. Pindroh was able to gain the upper hand as the round went along, but Lucas looking to sustain it here.
Yeah, Lucas putting that chin down again and walking forward with the straight punches, and driving forward with him and pushing Pindroh in the ropes, but then they center back up and continue on with it. Pindroh firing a lot of hard shots and going to the body again. I like how he's going top-bottom.
Now Pindroh coming back just as he did about the middle stages of the first round, trying to take the advantage back. Lucas trying to shove him into a corner. Pindroh just gets out of the way and delivers a couple of nice rights. Now Lucas trying to back him up once again. As you said, Lucas just being very pushy in the way that his approach is, but Pindroh's had the answers here a couple of times in this round. Another nice left.
Yeah. Yeah, Jacob, his hands are starting to drop and flail out a little bit, opening up a straight path for Trey to drive some straight hands right in there.
And there, yeah, you could see Lucas a little bit wobbly after that. Good job by the referee separating after the fact.
Dropping in, give him a standing 8 count.
Because you could see he wasn't recovering very quickly there after those several quick punches to the face. And
We've been there.
And the official's going to call it. Again, Lucas not as responsive as the official would have liked at that point, and it'll be called in favor of Trey Pindroh.
Yeah, I was reading on the USA Boxing officials notice and how they've got the extra training, and again, they want to have these kids enjoy the sport, so it was stated in there if there's an aggressor or someone's getting the upper hand too much on someone, that I don't think is necessarily the case in this match, but you had young Lucas looked like he had had enough, so the ref went ahead and waved it and keep smiles on their face and give them a good experience.
Yeah, and I think that was a very good call. And apparently it's Trey's birthday as well. We just heard someone scream that from the crowd. So what a birthday present for that young man. And hopefully something great for his grandmother as well here tonight. She's out there watching with us.
Absolutely. Wonderful memory, being that young in the ring, under the lights in front of a crowd. Who gets that? That's very few. That's the 1%. So good for these guys.
It was another great fight between the two, and you hear the round of applause for both sides. Again, it was a great 2 rounds of boxing, but we do have our first TKO of the night in favor of Trey Pindroh.